Hey there, it's Aaron, and it is a little after 3 on June 20th, and I thought I would make a video because it's been a while since I made one. I haven't really gotten a lot of music this year. I don't know. I guess I'm just not buying a lot this year, or I'm just learning how to save my money, or I don't know. But I thought I would make a video and give an update as to what I've been doing, and I do have uh, some music to show off. Despite not getting a lot. But before I go into talking about the music or any sort of items like vinyl or CD, I want to talk about an event that I went to May 12th. On May 12th, I got to see Metallica in concert. It was a very good show, and it was a bit different from other concerts that I went to in terms of what kind of tickets my uncle purchased. For one reason or another, he felt the need or the urge, or I don't know what, he decided to get us VIP tickets. Metallica, they have certain levels of their VIP packages. But we got the second tier one, Whiplash, or the Whiplashed experience, and it was neat. The perks that we got, aside from well, we got a free t-shirt, we got a free meal, which wasn't all that great, but I had something else to eat over there at the place where we were at. I think it was Lincoln Financial. We were taken to this room, given a free poster. I guess we got over to the merch stand, got our stuff, and we went in to the area where all the other Whiplash experience people were. There was a exhibit sort of a thing called The Memory Remains, where they had all the band's history presented. They had these, about like 5 or 6 of these stage equipment looking type cases, and they all had these drawers, and if you pulled one out, there would be something in it, protected by glass. And each of the drawers was labeled something else, like itineraries, set lists, handwritten lyrics, and yeah, there were a couple of them. They had some things on display, like a couple of the awards they had won. Gold and Platinum Records, props from their movie that came out a couple years ago, Through the Never. So yeah, the concert itself was good. Just some slight disappointment. One in particular, just the set list. Yeah, the set list, at least where I was, they played 5 songs from the new album, Hardwired to Self-Destruct, which is this tourism promotion. They played 5 songs from the Black Album, and then, well, in total, I think they played about 19, 20 songs. So everything else was from the first 4 albums. So about 3 or 2 each from the other albums. This is the free t-shirt. Now, when they say free t-shirt, I mean, they give you 4 shirts to choose from. There are plenty of other shirts that you can choose from, but no, you can't get those for free. Which is kind of a rip. I guess they don't want to be losing too much money. I don't know. My uncle and I got the same shirt. See here, it's the Hardwired to Self-Destruct album cover in black when it's on white. The back, World Wired, and there are all the dates. And since my uncle we got the shirts for free, he decided to get a hat, and I got a hat too. So like a baseball cap here. Along with that, later on, I got a recording of the concert. Now, I already knew about Metallica's website, or part of their website, or I knew at least that they offered some of their older shows from back in the day as MP3s, some of them free, which you can check out right now. So I was thinking maybe they would record the concerts. So I found this out. They had, on the big Jumbotron thing, they had a little, like, tiny URL that you could type in, and you could watch the band rehearse in their the rehearsal room, streaming live, which really on your device, you know, on your phone or whatever, and you're in a big, you know, setting like an arena, you're not going to be able to hear anything. But the thing I saw below it was pre-order the show. So I was right. They give you a couple of options. They give you MP3, FLAC. There's a couple of other options. I picked MP3. A lot of bands do this, but they record their concerts as the tour goes along. Kiss has done it. I did it. I got 2 concerts from them. Now the music I have to show isn't really all that much. Yeah, there's like 3 things I want to show here. There's really not a lot. First thing here I want to talk about is a CD, and it is a reissue of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Now, back in this month of June, this album right here, Sgt. Pepper, is 50 years old. 50 years. So, typical of the record labels with such a important anniversary as this, they've gone all out. They've released it in a variety of formats. LP, 1 CD, 2 CDs. They really use every format out there. But the main set, the big box set, has 4 CDs, a DVD, and a Blu-ray, along with some replicas of posters and a hardcover book, which I think is about 140 pages, 144. So let's look at this here. You get sort of a slipcase sort of a thing here, where it all comes out here. And what you get is this thing here. And then 1 CD is a new remix by Giles Martin, son of the late George Martin. And the new mix can be best described as a cross between the mono and the stereo version. On a first listen, I really couldn't tell too many differences aside from that She's Leaving Home is faster, which it is on the mono version, so I know about that. There's a whole list of differences you can find in the Beatles and mono. This here, yeah, it's like a cross between the mono and the stereo. Do we really need it? No. Is it worth getting? Yeah, sure, why not? It's worth listening to. The vocals are more up front, which might remind some people of the Let It Be Naked project in 2003, but this isn't the case. It's not a totally stripped down version of the album. It's just a new remix, and listening to this and the 2009 remaster in Audacity, it sounds like the album's in 3D on this one. So it's nice, but with the exception of a couple of things, there's really not that much to say about the new mix. It's just good. I find myself more interested in the second disc, which is consists all of outtakes of every song from the album, and the songs are arranged in the order of the album. So what you're listening to is like an alternate version of Sgt. Pepper, just the outtakes of every song. So I find this really interesting. It is sort of the second disc is really just a sampler of the big box set, but I like the way they've organized it so that you're listening to a different version of the album. So I find myself more interested in the second disc because that makes me feel like I'm listening to the same album but different. It kind of reminds me of what Rhino Records did with the T-Rex albums a couple years ago. They gave you like a second disc with an alternate version of the album that you had, and they arranged all the songs in the album's order. And with that, they've also added on Strawberry Fields Forever and Penny Lane, which makes sense given that the songs were recorded before Sgt. Pepper. This is like some $15 or a little under $20. I'd say it's worth the purchase. With this, you get the booklet, which has some nice liner notes here, some pictures. What I like what they did here is they give you notes on about each of the sessions on the second disc. So they tell you what's special about the take. You can see the cat's right there. He shouldn't be a problem. He might join me. It's close to his dinner time. So. Alright, along with this, I want to show off 2 vinyl records that I've purchased. I don't know if I mentioned it in my last video, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about it anyway. Record Store Day, back in April. Yeah, didn't get anything then. However, I did find this. Patti Smith, Horses. I was very surprised to find this because I've been trying to look for this for quite some time. Okay, and last thing here, on Father's Day, I went to go see some family, just to have lunch, really lupper with them. And then on my way back, I decided maybe I'll go over to the record store and see what they have. And I didn't see too much there. I thought about getting some stock for my eBay page and just nothing. And some of the things I was interested in, they were just too expensive. My own rule when I go into a record store, if I don't find anything, pick one thing so that my trip there or the 20 so minutes that I spent in the record store was worth something. You know, I want to support the place, and hey, I walked in, I spent like 20 minutes in your store. I'm gonna leave with nothing. So I don't know. I feel like I need to give them something. So I picked something out, and this is what I found. Jethro Tull, Minstrel in the Gallery. Yeah, I've heard some good things about this album, and I have used the USB turntable right there on this, and it is a good album. I'm going to have to give it another listen to really give my thoughts on it. I mean, you would think like a... And that's it, really. I really don't have a lot to update on. So, although next month, July, and in August, there should be some new albums coming out that will be worth getting. But yeah, that's about it for me, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.